call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Cole. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And some room to work. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's caught. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow The blockers, the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, better look out! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Red pass, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Cole. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Catch in the middle, it's Ellington. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit. Incomplete pass.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he grabs it at the 15. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteed.
And he will score! Touchdown, Penn State! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air, it's Cole. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Side adjustments here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Ellington. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Makes the grab. Push down for the tackle.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The throw. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snap it to the back. Nice move to keep running. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Cole. Hauls it in. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Smith. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown here.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to and make this respectable.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's got the back in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier.
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Penn State, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Cole. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Smith takes the handoff. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Back to pass, it's Cole. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Punts it out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw again. Trying to bull his way in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. You just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to throw. It's Cole. Here comes the heat. Fires deep on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the...
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the counter. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, and I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back on the option, the give. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Just